أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ونشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أما بعد. I bear witness there is no deity worthy of worship but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and I bear witness that Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam was his last and final messenger, the seal of all the prophets, and the one who delivered the message of man, life and universe for the whole of humanity. Can I start by thanking our host, prominent leader of the Muslim Ummah, someone who's always been vigilant on issues to do with human rights, issues to do with social justice, whether they be for Muslims or non-Muslims around the globe, a person who's made headlines on a number of occasions, especially the trip in securing the release of Miss Gibbons in Sudan, and many other good news stories. Can I all ask you to join in a round of applause for our host, Lord Nazir. Lord Ahmed of Rotherham recognizes the great achievement of all communities. But I'm happy to say when he heard about best tutors and the strides of achievement they were making, especially with hard-to-reach children from disadvantaged areas, he set up this very prestigious event to try to reward some of those people involved, reward the students for attaining good educational standards, reward the teachers for attaining teaching in excellence, and reward the principal of this establishment, Dr. Nazir Ahmed, and a round of applause for him. Tonight's going to be a bit like the Oscars, but our recognition and trophies are much better. Can I welcome also our guests who are honouring this prestigious gathering today. Mehtab Khan, he has travelled all the way from Islamabad. He's the proprietor, owner, senior journalist of the Daily Usaf newspaper. And also Zubair Gulsar, who's the advisor and chairperson to the Chief Minister of Punjab, Mian Shahbaz Sharif, for President. I'm greatly honoured for your attendance. Without further ado, I'm going to ask Lord Ahmed to welcome you all as hosts. Lord Ahmed.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Barrister Ahmed Sahab, Ahmed Sahab, Khan Sahab, Zubair Gul Sahab, very distinguished teachers, parents, pupils, Assalamu alaikum. Let me first of all say that Barrister Ahmed Hussain embarrasses me with all these wonderful things that he said, because he knows when he praises me, I have to take him out for dinner the following day. Another dinner I owe him. And then I noticed that there are two Nazir Ahmeds in this room. One is a doctor and the other one is a lord. And the doctor got more claps than I did, and I can understand that. Because Dr. Nazir Ahmed is a great man. And Best Tutors is not unknown to me. Because a few years ago, I came to Best Tutors to see for myself the wonderful work that you do. But actually, I was so impressed with the achievement levels at that time when the national average for Muslim children, for the Afro-Caribbean children, the Bangladeshi and the Pakistani children, at national level, we were achieving less than 30% in 5 GCSEs grade A to C, and when the national average was about 45. And the Indian children were achieving nearly 65-70%, and the Chinese are achieving higher than that. What I couldn't understand was that there were 9-year-old, 12-year-old, 15-year-old children in best tutors were achieving grade A and A star. And I was so impressed, and I know Dr. Nazir is not listening to me, and he needs to listen. You're a great man, sir. You really are. And you're an amazing man, because and your teachers are amazing teachers. And I think we, the government, can learn from, and our government schools can learn from your school in terms of achieving. Before you came here, I was just joking with your teachers. I said, do you have a stick or something? Do you beat your children up to make sure that they pass their exams? And they said, no, we just do it in a professional style, and that's why we got. And when Barrister Ahmed said to me that a 7-year-old, is it a boy or a girl? 7-year-old, but this young, come here. Let me just pick you up and put you on the table. 7-year-old man, young man, you passed GCSEs. I could never do it. And if I could make it to the House of Lords, you can do it better than me, young man. And really, this is unheard of. And it's the amazing work that you do, and that I wanted to acknowledge and say thank you from here, from the Houses of Parliament, with my colleagues from the House of Commons and myself, to say thank you for the work that you do. Thank you for achieving higher standard of education. Thank you also, I mean, this is not just the Muslim children. There are Jewish children, there are Christian children, there are children from white, indigenous families as well as black and Asian families. That you have made this school so good that children who don't achieve in state-run schools, that you achieve those grades and also the standard. So we thank you. And, you know, together, because every government sort of talks about, Tony Blair said education, and we've been hearing this for hundreds of years, that education is so important. For me, the Prophet ﷺ told us about education and the importance of education. In fact, the Quran says, the first words of the Quran, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, Iqra bismi rabbika alladhi khalaq. Read in the name of Allah. So, reading and studying is so important to every religion, but certainly to ours. And there are Muslim children who have been achieving quite low. In the last 12 years, 13 years, Labour did actually increase the level from 23-25% to 40% 5 GCSEs grade A to C. But there's a lot that still needs to be done. And so I think that state schools need to learn from you, and together yourselves, by raising standard and also creating these young role models, I think you can also encourage other young people to work hard and achieve the highest standards in education. Thank you so much.
Lord Ahmed for hosting this event and those kind words. And can I ask you all to welcome Andrew Love, Member of Parliament, in whose constituency. Before I ask Andrew to say a few words, the young children, especially Ibrahim, I used to get told if you passed your GCSEs you were ready for marriage, so that's all right. But
he's laughing.
Can I ask Ibrahim him and his brother Yusuf just to present some of our dignitaries here, starting with the host, Lord Ahmed Flowers. You want to go over to Lord Ahmed? In whose constituency best suited his base, Andrew loved to say a few words about the great achievements of the school. Andrew.
Well, I feel just a little bit of a fraud standing before you because I think the messages that came between my office and Best Tutors had suggested that this was a celebration and a presentation ceremony for all the children who've done so incredibly well at Best Tutors, and yet when I arrive, I get presented. That's rather than me present something to the people who really deserve it, who are the children and me, but also, because I know how important it is, the parents who take such concern over the children and their future, and of course the educational opportunities that open up to them. I want to say that Best Tutors is one of the best things that's happened to my constituency. When I went on my first visit, being told that they had originally been based in Mason, they'd done some incredible work. I hadn't heard about that. I was anxious that the service that they provide would be of benefit to the children, many of whom suffer extreme educational disadvantage, along with all the other manifold disadvantages of deprived community that forms part of my constituency. And they reassured me, but I have to say, I've been overwhelmed by the benefits that Best Tutors has been able to deliver to the children in my constituency. And let me just say that for almost, certainly since I've been the Member of Parliament, but even before that, my constituency faces many, many difficulties. Low educational achievement, low incomes, often difficulties with employment, many diverse communities within my boundaries, and that of course, like many parts of London and other cities up and down the country, has increased, so there's been enormous change take place, and in some ways enormous disruption. So to say that the orthodox educational system, the primary and secondary schools, the further education colleges have been under some stress is, I think, an understatement. But on top of that, there have been the difficulties that particular communities have faced in trying to ensure that the educational system recognises their special features, their culture, their traditions, their language, as part of the overall approach to providing an education for those communities. And I would have to say that in many ways, if you look, as Lord Ahmed has said, yes, of course, we've made a number of strides forward. Labour did put education very much at the centre of what it wanted to achieve, particularly in disadvantaged communities. But I think it would be wrong to say that each and every community could look for an equal opportunity from the education system. There are still many communities in my constituency where I would not be able to hold my hand up and say the education system is geared to their needs in a way that it may be geared to the needs of other communities within my constituency. And I say that with some sadness because, and it isn't just the communities of the Indian subcontinent that I'm talking about. Particularly affected are Bangladeshi and Pakistani communities are particularly affected, the Turkish-speaking communities, particularly affected are Caribbean communities. They all face very different issues and very different problems, but a lot of them are to do with isolation, with the integration that's necessary for them to be able to access effective education isn't to a quality that we could be satisfied with. And the reality therefore is that in many ways many parents feel, and quite rightly feel, cheated by the educational system, that their children aren't doing as well as they should be within the educational system. And of course, as a result of that, many of these communities have formed supplementary schools to provide additional educational support for their children, so that they can have greater confidence that when they go in for their GCSE formal educational qualifications, they will be in a better position to be able to meet the demands, the academic demands that will make upon the children. But I would have to say, and many of them are doing tremendous work, and many of them have made a significant stride forward, and many of them have got achievements to their name. But I would have to say that Best Tutors has been remarkable in the way that it has been able to take many children, and I know it doesn't just provide supplementary education, it provides education, full-time education for many of the children. It provides education for children who have come out of the normal educational system. So it's providing a wide range of different opportunities. But what marks it out, and what I think we're all here tonight to celebrate, is the wide range of achievement of children from all sorts of backgrounds, with all sorts of challenges within their life, within their family's lives, who, through the drive and direction given by their parents, and the motivation that partly comes from home, partly I suspect strongly comes from the mosque, and partly comes from the community as well, have been able to overcome the disadvantages that they face and have made an enormous contribution. So I came here tonight really to enjoy the celebration of young children doing really well in school. I came here tonight to celebrate the fact that given an opportunity, they can do every bit as well as any other children anywhere in the country, because I think it's important to stress that all the time, because there is this idea getting around that somehow it is the fault of the children, and that couldn't be anything further from the truth. And this shows just what the children can achieve given the opportunity. And I think this is the most important thing I'll say tonight. Thank you to all the parents and children. Thank you particularly to the children for working so hard. Thank you to everyone that's involved, and I know there are many, many people as well as Best Tutors involved in being able to make these achievements. You do your community proud, you do your family proud, you do yourself proud by your achievements. But from my point of view, as a Member of Parliament, you make my community stronger, you make it more integrated, and you give us a better opportunity to live in the sort of harmony that we all look forward to in the future, and that you will make a major contribution towards by your achievements today.
It's Ahmed to first come and collect his trophy from Lord Ahmed. At the age of 7, he got a great Thank you very much. We're going to move on to his older brother, Yusuf Sahel, A-star, GCSE in mathematics, at the age of of 9.
Wow.
Can I call up
There you go.
Sohail Bhatt? At the age of 10, he again got an A grade for mathematics.
You want to come in? Come in.
Can I call
Just 1 minute.
Saqib?
Hang on. His mummy's going to take for. Mummy, push everybody out of the way.
Saqib Abdullah, can you come? Saqib, A grade at the age of 10. Can I call Dual Hassan, English Literature A star, English Language A star, English Literature A, Mathematics B, double award AB Science, double award AB Health and Social Care, only joined Best Tutors in February, predicted to get these and these, has got all of the above.
Wow.
One of the teachers will accept that he's got an exam.
Congratulations. Well, there you are. But round of applause for him.
Can I next invite Mohammed Sharif, came from Somalia, joined Best Tutors in 2008, no academic background. In 11 months he reached GCSE Mathematics A star.
Wow. Hold it. That's it. Smile. Well done. Congratulations.
The next lady had been struggling to achieve a GCSE in mathematics for a very long time. After 6 years, she joined Best Tutors and passed the mathematics exam. Emma Bixson, can I invite you to the floor? Emma's mum, Miss Anita, will be hearing from her later. She'll be proud of her. Another round of applause for Emma. Can I next invite Saqib Mirza, GCSE Mathematics Grade A, GCSE Statistics A star for Maths, Additional Mathematics A, Foundation of Advanced Mathematics A, and A-level, further A-level Mathematics. Can I invite Saqib Mirza? Hamza Halil, please. Hamza Halil, A star in mathematics, A grade in English language, mathematics, statistics A star, foundation of advanced mathematics A, English language A star, English literature A star, double science, double A star. Ariba Masood. Ariba Masood, physics A star, 100%, English language A star, English literature A star, Urdu A star, religious education A star, chemistry A star, biology A, mathematics A. Round of applause. Ali Nur Yusuf. Mathematics grade A star in year 6, A-level mathematics, additional mathematics A grade, GCSE foundation of advanced maths A, statistics A star. Round of applause for them.
No?
All right, Fatima Yusuf, sorry, that was Fatima Yusuf?
Yes, you did.
Okay. Fatima Yusuf, English language A-star, math grade AGCSE A-star, English literature A-star, physics A-star, biology A-star, chemistry A-star, A-level, English A-S and B grade, A-level biology. And we'll be hearing from her father later on. Can I invite Miriam Javed, please? Miriam Javed? English language GCSE A-star, English literature A-star, mathematics A-star, double science double A-star, French A-star, German A-star, Latin A-star, history A-star, DT A-star, ICT A-star, Bengali A. And that was 11 A-stars and 1 A. And I ran out of pace.
Amazing.
Can I invite Stacey Osako, please? Stacey. GCSE Statistics A-star, English Language A-star, English Literature A-star, Physics A-star, Chemistry A-star, Biology A-star, Spanish. You can do a round of applause. 10 A-stars and 2 A's. Well done. Chaturika Dayatina. Chaturika. Mathematics A-star. The women have got a long list. English language A-star. English literature A-star. Core science A. Additional science A-star. History A. Religious studies A-star. German A. Graphics A-star. ICT A-star. 7 A-stars, 3 A's. Round of applause. Nasra Ahmed. Nasra Ahmed. GCSE Mathematics A-star, double award science, double A-star, English language A-star, English literature A-star, statistics A-star, history A-star, French A, ICT A, A-level maths A, aggregate 7 A's, 7 A-stars and 3 A's. Kulsum Al-Taf, please. Kulsum Al-Taf. GCSE Mathematics grade A-star, Physics grade A. I'm not stop reading them out, they've all got A's, what can I say? I've just got to say a big round of applause for
Well done. Congratulations.
Can I invite Yemi Salami, please? Yemi. Again, my voice is going to go. Mathematics A-star, English language A-star, English literature A, additional science A-star, physics A, chemistry A-star, biology A-star, history A-star, religious studies A-star, Italian A-star, technology A-star, ICT A, 9 A-stars. Farida Hassan. Farida Hassan. Farida Hassan. Can I ask one of the teachers to accept it on her behalf? Lady teacher, Fazana, but just to say, mathematics grade A-star, English language grade A-star, English literature A-star, statistics A-star, double award science double A-star, religious 8 A-star, 6 A's. Farwa Batul. Farwa? No, Fazana, can you come again? Ruxana, if you want to accept this on behalf of Farwa. 8 A-stars, 4 A's.
Well done. Congratulations.
Please, the next category is for students from Best Tutors performing in universities. Danish Ali Ahmed is doing a PhD in maths. So Danish, can you come up? It's all maths in maths. Danish Ali Ahmed. He's Dr. Nazir student from year 7, now doing PhD maths. PhD in maths. Excellent. Well done.
And I remember him the last time I gave him an award.
Can I invite Anne-Marie Eden? Anne-Marie? But Anne-Marie, someone can collect it on her behalf, is doing a BSc in Maths and Computing at Oxford University.
Wow.
Can I do collect it on behalf of Anne-Marie? Whilst we're waiting, can Qasim Mirza come forward, please? Qasim Mirza. If any of the above aren't here, we can move on because they're not here themselves. Is Shahad Uddin here? No. Hasib Hassan Abbasi? Hassan Ali. They're all university, they're beyond. Hassan Ali Raza? No. Yes. Hassan Ali Raza is doing BSc in Maths and Economics at City University.